Hello everyone, welcome to the ITLS Academy. Today we are going to discuss the topic that is your introduction of starch. So basically this starch is a polysaccharides, means that it is made up of long chain of monosaccharides. And here the monosaccharides that we use is a glucose. Means that this glucose combined together and they form a long chain of polysaccharides. That polysaccharides it's known as a starch. Okay, so let's start the session. Starch is a polysaccharides made up of the glucose units. Starch is a polysaccharides means that many monosaccharides joined together, and here the monosaccharides unit that we use is a glucose units, means that this starch is a homopolysaccharides, means that the units of monosaccharide is same and it is linked by a bond that is known as a alpha glycosidic bonds. It serves as a main storage carbohydrate in plant. Starch is considered as a main storage of energy in plants. It is found in seeds, tubers, roots, and fruits. Okay, seeds are crucial for nutrition and energy. Historical background. Starch was discovered during the 19th century. Starch was discovered during the 19th century as a plant carbohydrate. The word starch comes from the German word stark, meaning strong. Historical used as a thickener and adhesive. This starch is used as a thicker and adhesive. Okay, and it was discovered as a plant carbohydrate, means that the plants are the good source of starch. This is very important. Chemical nature. Homopolysaccharides of glucose. Homopolysaccharides means that same monosaccharides units join together. Here we use the D-glucose for this. Formula is C6H10O5N. It contains alpha 1,4 alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage. On hydrolysis yield glucose. Occurrence, it is found in abundantly in plant and serve as a energy reserve. There are different sources of this starch and we get the starch like cereals, tubers, roots, legumes, and it is stored in the form of starch granules in plant cell. Structure overview. It is composed of the two type of the this is a starch. It consists of two type of the component, amylose and amylopectin. Amylose is the what? It is the linear polymer and amylopectin is the branch polymer. Means that two type of the polymers are present. The one is your linear polymer, which is amylose, and the another one is your branch polymer, which is amylopectin. Their ratio affect the starch properties. Amylose linear polymer of alpha D glucose, which is joined by the alpha 1,4 bonds. Amylose is obviously, it is what? It is the linear polymers, and it is the linear polymers of the D glucose, and it is joined together by a bond, that is alpha 1,4 bond. It is present as a helical structure, constitutes 20 to 30% of the starch, form blue complex with the iodine. It form the blue colors complex with the iodine. Means that when we perform a iodine test, then a blue color complex is formed due to the presence of this amylose. Amylopectin, branch polymers with alpha 1,4 and alpha 1,6 linkage. In amylopectin, two type of the linkage is present. One is alpha 1,4 linkage and another one is your alpha 1,6 linkage. There are 70 to 80% of this starch are made up of the amylopectin. It is highly soluble in warm water. It forms the reddish brown complex with that iodine. Starch granules. Microscopic granules vary by the plant source. Like in potato, large ovule granules are present. In rice, small polygonal granules are present. In corn, round granules are present. Okay, so starch granules are microscopic granules and it is vary according to their plant source. If we take an example of the potato, then in potato, a large ovule granules are present. Large ovule granules of the starch is present. Same with the rice. In rice, there is a small polygon granules are the present, and in corn, round granules are present. Molecular arrangement. Amylose form a halicis stabilized by a hydrogen bond. Okay, so we all know that this amylose is form a helicus, and these helices are stabilized by the hydrogen bond. Means that hydrogen bond are present in between them. Amylopectin are branches which is make it less crystalline. Okay, if we said that the starch is a less crystalline, then it is due to the presence of the amylopectin branches, and it is arranged in a semi-crystalline granules. Physical properties: white, odorless, tasteless powder, insoluble in cold water, swell in hot water forming paste, give blue color with iodine. The first physical property is it is white colored powder. Okay, and there is no smell of that powder, no taste. That's why it is known as a odorless and tasteless powder. And the best and important thing, the starch is insoluble in water, and it can be soluble in other organic solvent. Okay, swell in hot water forming the paste. When we dissolve it into the hot water, then it swell it, and due to that swelling, a paste is formed. And when we test it with the iodine, it give a blue color. Solubility behavior. Obviously insoluble in cold water due to the presence of the hydrogen bonding. But when we heat it, it absorbs the water and swell. That process is known as a gelatinization. Gelatinization is means what? We have a starch, And when we added a hot water into that starch, so it swell and form a paste that is known as a jelly like structure is formed. That's why it is known as a gelatinization. On cooling, undergo the retrogradation, means that it converted into their same stage. Chemical properties: hydrolyzed by the acids or enzyme to dextrine, maltose, and glucose. Combustion yield carbon dioxide and water, form blue color with iodine. Gelatinization, it occur when the starch is heated. Gelatinization is occur when we heat the starch. Their granules are swell and burst, and it releases the amylose from it. Due to the release of the amylose, the uh, stage of the starch changes and it converted into the increment in their viscosity. Due to increase in their viscosity, the paste is formed, and it is very key in cooking and food processing. Retrogradation, then when we cool, amylose is reassociated into the gel, which causes the staling of the bread and hardening of the gel, and it can be reversed by the reheating. Hydrolysis of the starch. Acid hydrolysis produces the dextrin and glucose. Enzymes involve alpha amylase for maltose and maltose, beta amylase for maltose, glucoamylase for glucose. Reaction with iodine: starch plus iodine, it give a blue color complex. It is used for the detection of the starch. Color disappear when we heat it and reappear when we cool it. Sources of this starch: so we get this starch from the different sources. Like if we take an example of the potato, then we get 20% of amylose and 80% of the amylopectin from the potato. Then we get 25% of the amylose and 75% of the amylopectin from that corn. Then we get 17% of the amylose and 83% of the amylopectin from the rice, and 28% of the amylose and 72% of the amylopectin from the wheat. Extraction of this starch: grind the plant material, then we wash it with the help of the water so that the granules can be separate, and filter and dry. Pure starch obtained as a white powder. Enzymatic conversion used in industry so that it produces the dextrin, glucose syrup, maltose syrup, high fructose corn syrup. Function in plant: energy storage compounds, provide the glucose for the respiration, maintain the osmotic balance in cells. Role in human nutrition: primary dietary carbohydrate, provide the 4 kilocalorie of energy, hydrolyzed by the amylase to glucose, major part of the staple food. Industrial uses: in food industry it is used as a thickener and stabilizer. In pharmaceutical industry it is used as a tablet binder. In paper or textile industry it is used as a sizing agent. Bioplastic industry, it is used as a biodegradable films. Modified starch, they have a better performance, like Clothing starch, high stability. Oxidized starch, it is used in a paper coating. Pre-gelatinized starch, like instant thickener. Analytical test for this starch: iodine test give a blue color. Microscopy give a granule structure. Hydrolysis test reducing sugar. Viscosity test gelatinization. Quantitative analysis determined by the colorimetric or enzymatic assay, like Anthron method, glucose oxidase method. Result expressed as a percentage of the starch present in a food product. Starch and health. Resistant starch act as a dietary fiber, improve the gut health and lower the cholesterol level, slow down the glucose absorption. Excess intake may cause the obesity. Recent advances: starch based bioplastic for packaging, nanostarch used in a drug delivery, modified starch for low caloric sweetness, and it is used in a smart food system. Summary: starch is an essential plant polysaccharides composed of amylose and amylopectin, used widely in food and industrial application. This is all about the introduction of this starch. I hope you will understand. But if you have any query related to this, you are freely to ask me in a comment box, or for a further detail, you can follow the ITLS Academy on different platform: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, WhatsApp, and LinkedIn. And subscribe our channel ITLS Academy on YouTube and get our app from a Google Play. You can also ask your query to the helpline number that are already mentioned in your slide, that is 7080833450, and visit our website, that is www.itlsacademy.com. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel.